And one thing that is good, and if you need to do this, it's a good tool that'll help you out. Write the stuff down that you know you're supposed to do tomorrow, and then when you wake up, you do the stuff that you're supposed to do. That's what you do. I used to make checklist after checklist after checklist of things that I needed to do, and when I was in the military, I did that. I don't have as many things to do now because they're all just bigger chunks of things. But yeah, it's a great way. And then what you do is you wake up in the morning, you look at the list of the things that you're supposed to do, and you do them. When I got 4 kids, and as I was raising my kids and I would be out shopping for books for them, it was like every book was encouraging the kids to be weak.
Yeah.
And the one that pushed me over the edge was a book about pirates, and I grabbed it for my son, and I picked it up and I'm looking through it, and I think, it's a pirate book. I mean, pirates are pirates, right?
Yeah, they're not weak. They're anything but weak.
Right. They're attacking people, and they're pirates. And I get this pirate book, and these pirates were anything but pirates. They were just really pathetic human beings. And so I said to myself, this is ridiculous. And that's one of the things that pushed me to write Way of the Warrior Kid, so that kids could say, you know what, it's okay to want to be strong. It's okay to want to be smart. It's okay to want to do better in school. It's okay to want to stand up to other people if they're trying to pick on you. Yeah, that's okay. And the outcomes in the book are, I think, prove that actually is a very good way to live.
Accountability is tricky because people confuse accountability with lack of compassion, and I don't see it that way. I view accountability as what can I control? And so, when things like this happen, people blame. People want to blame China. People want to blame their own government. People want to blame their boss, their spouse, the system. And oftentimes there's validity in those things. The question becomes, what are you going to do about it? You can go political and talk about voting. You can talk about people that are in really suppressed places about leaving if they can. Some places you can't even leave, but leaving if you can. For me, it's accountability. What can I do? When a lot of in a very small, not as heady conversation, when my company is in trouble when COVID hits because clients are telling us they're not going to pay, they have to reduce scopes. First I stop paying myself. Then I stop wasting money on dumb stuff. So I look at all our expenses. Then, unfortunately, the worst of the bunch, I have to let some people go so the whole company can pay its bills. Life. And so I like accountability. I like, what am I going to do about it? And I don't think it's fun or healthy to feel helpless. And I think it leads to a lot of bad things. That doesn't mean that I don't have compassion for people that are in precarious positions. It's just that I think it's very empowering for people to try to hack, to think, what are they going to do?
Now, the final one was perspective, the P.
We've already touched on that, which is I use perspective and gratitude a lot. My perspective leads to gratitude. It could be worse, right? My perspective is it could be worse.
What's your goal in life? What's your purpose? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to knock down? Where's your axe? What are your tools? What is it that you're going to use to effectively go after that goal 5 times a day? What are you? What is it? Because whatever that is, if you use it 5 times a day, every day, you'll be highly successful. For example, I write books. So let me just put that in writing for a moment. I've written 73 books. Jason, that was a nice introduction. It's 22 million, not 19. Give a little, take a little here, a little there. People say, John, how have you written 73 books? Oh, thank you for asking. The rule of 5. You see, there are 5 things I do every day that allows me to write that many books. It's not magic. It's not that I'm brilliant. It's just that I know the rule of 5. The rule of 5. You see, every day I read. Every day I file. Every day I think. Every day I ask questions, and every day I write. Every day I do those 5 things. Every day I read. Every day I file. Every day I think. Every day I ask questions. Every day I write. Every day I read. Every day I think. Every day I file. Every day I ask questions. Every day I write. Every day I think. Every day I read. Every day I ask questions. Every day I file. Every day I write. Every day I write. Every day I read. Every day I think. Every day I file. Every day I ask questions. Yes, I can do it in different orders, but every day. Doesn't matter whether you swing the axe left-handed or right-handed. You just got to hit the tree. Every day I read, file, think, ask questions, write, read, think, file, ask questions, write, read, think, file, ask questions, write. You say, now, John, what do you mean by every day? This is where it gets a little long sometimes. What I mean by every day is Every day. Now you say, now let me, when you say every day, do you mean, do you do that on Sunday? Every Sunday I read, think, file, ask questions, write. Do you do that on your birthday? Every birthday. Guess what? Every birthday I read, think, file, ask questions, write. Do you do that on Christmas? Guess what I do every Christmas? Every Christmas I read, think, file, ask questions, write. Do you do this when you're not feeling well? Can I tell you when I'm not feeling well? Even I'm not feeling well. Guess what I do every day? Every day when I'm not feeling well, I think, write, ask questions, do all those things. Every day. You say every day? At the age of 17, I started filing. I've never missed a day. I don't have 100 quotes. I don't have 1,000 quotes. I have tens of thousands of quotes. I don't have 100 stories. I don't have 1,000 stories. I have 10,000 stories. Where did you get all those stories? Where'd you get all those quotes? Well, let me tell you something. Guess what I do every day? See, we overestimate what we can do in a day, and we underestimate what we can do in several days.
When you come into your time, don't worry, enemies are going to hurry out of your way. That addiction, the depression, the anxiety, it's not permanent. It's about to hurry out of your way. It's going to happen quickly. You didn't see any sign of things changing. Nothing looked any different. Then suddenly the waters part. Suddenly your health turns around. Suddenly the door opened. God knows how to take things that look permanent and quickly change them. When God told Moses to hold up the rod and the waters would part, I can imagine he was tempted to reason it out. God, what do you mean? These waters have been like this for years. You would think if the Israelites were going to somehow get across, it would take months for the waters to recede, become less and less. Maybe God would send a big drought, but when God spoke to Moses, nothing looked any different. Everything in his mind said it's impossible. It would take months or years of a drought. God, we only have a few hours before we're going to be recaptured. But God doesn't always do things on a normal timetable. He specializes in doing a quick work. He knows how to speed things up. What could have taken years, in one moment, God caused the winds to blow the waters back. They hurried out of the Israelites' way. Now you may have obstacles in your life that look permanent, but God is about to have them hurry out of your way. It's not going to happen gradually on a normal schedule like you were expecting. It's going to happen quickly, out of the ordinary.
Arise and go down to the potter's house, and there I will cause thee to hear my words. Then I went down to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought a work on the wheels. And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. So he made it again, another vessel, as seemed good to the potter to make it. Then, all of that happened first. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in my hand, O house of Israel. At what instance I shall speak concerning a nation, and concerning a kingdom, to pluck up and to pull down and to destroy it. If that nation against whom I have pronounced turn from their evil, I will repent of the evil that I thought to do unto them. And at what instant I shall speak concerning a nation and concerning a kingdom, to build and to plant it. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of his word. Take me back to verse 4 for just a moment. And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. So, the word so, it speaks to something that we cannot hear. It is very important. We are listening at the decision-making process of the potter. And from that, I would like to extrapolate the thought: the silent sermons of God. The silent sermons of God.